Hello, Vicarious Mercenaries, Proxy Ninjas, and Pop Culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. We're back for a Tactical Tuesday. We're finally getting around to a Season 2 Metal Slug Tactics now that I got the physical edition in hand. Yeah, it only took a year for that to happen. I miss the good old days when there was like no digital edition and all there was physical editions rather than getting the digital first and then waiting a year for the physical. That's a little backwards, I think. But anyway, I digress. So I hope you're doing well. Of course, the week is progressing along. We're not quite to hump day yet, but we're almost there. Um, so yeah, let's get things going. If you are new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative insights. And you also get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchises tick in the form of commentary and the long-running video game deep dives. That is, of course, until we have enough of an audience to fill the entire 2 hours with content and questions and answers for Firewall Protocol Saga stuff. So in the meantime, we'll just borrow everybody else's intellectual property while pointing why it's cool and why some of those inspirations went into stuff going on here. But yeah, essentially here, kick back, relax. This is the front row seat you get to watching a franchise get built from scratch. So glad to have you. Feel free to chat or lurk at your convenience. We are on Odysee and Twitch and YouTube. So that's kind of what we got going on for the moment. So yeah, since we did do some MechWarrior 5 last night, there's not going to be too much anything in revolutionary updates. But thank you for the new follow yet again. So it is great to have another consecutive one on YouTube. So somebody joined us, I believe, from MechWarrior last night. So glad to have you. And it's been fantastic to see the viewership we've had on YouTube lately. So it's finally like a deep exhale because YouTube has made it so difficult to break through whatever else is going on out there. But I don't know if that's been any change on their part, or maybe there's just more of you who have actually been looking for some of the same stuff we've been doing. Either way, glad to have everybody across all the platforms here on the Hyperstream. And I think that's pretty much it for number stuff. Yeah, nothing too earth-shattering on the project updates either. So, still hitting the 5-page a day quota on editing / transcribing the current draft into its modern form on book 2 in the Firewall Protocol. Also making some progress on audio today. Since I'm trying to get back into the groove of doing a full chapter a month, it is going to take me a little bit longer on the editing side. So I think I'm about 2/3 done with the first round of editing. I kind of messed up how I was saying that last night, but the first round usually means I take all of the raw audio, get it compressed into smaller pieces, and usually it takes me about 2 or 3 rounds because I'll have to check it, then I go through this timing edit to trim everything, and then usually that's when I find out if I have to do a second round of recording, then of course just work on everything, tightening and polishing yet again. So I don't think I've ever gone more than a fourth round of re-recording, and by that time it's usually have to re-record 1 or 2 sentences. So the amount of time diminishes with each round, but the idea is hopefully to not have to go more than a second round for things like clips or hitches in the audio, stuff like that. So it is going well. Just there's certain things that pop up during the day which kind of impair time productivity, but things are still moving along. So the goal is to have chapter 8 done for our Patreon members by the end of November. And of course, we got holiday stuff and other things going on. It was speaking of which, so as a reminder, we've got on-site show will be at the Blue Water International Comic-Con this Saturday, November 22nd in Port Huron, Michigan. So swing by if in the neighborhood or happen to be traveling through the neighborhood. And then on top of that, we got some other streams coming up. Potentially still haven't confirmed yet, but going to try to do Cooperative Laboratory this Thursday, which would be the 20th. Going to work on some Resident Evil 5 if possible, but then also highly likely, more than penciled in at this point, will be a long-awaited episode of LAN Standing. Gonna get the usual suspects in studio to do another shot at Frontlines Fuel of War. That should be November 28th. Either way, that should be Black Friday. It's gonna be odd because normally Black Friday I've always equated with doing Splinter Cell based on a long-running tradition with friends, but that's okay. We do something different because we can always come back to Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell's easier because it only requires having 4 people on site, but Frontlines usually want at least a minimum of 6, and then I have a couple people back up in case schedule things change. So we got a lot going on between now and the end of November. December will quiet down a little bit, but, well, I say quiet down. It just means less known social things and a lot more grinding in terms of getting some more irregular things done for the second book, because I want to have that done ASAP, get it out to everybody. But either way, it'll be just good to have it on, as shows and everything, to have the second book, because it's kind of hard to say, yeah, I got a series of one, at least by having 2 books out of the 4 complete. Definitely show that this isn't a fly-by-night plan to build a franchise here. In it for the long haul, and I think people are going to enjoy the Firewall Protocol once they get their hands on it. Of course, a lot of people not, excited about reading, or just busy lifestyles and everything. But the more traction we make now in this phase means things will go better once we start working on the visualization, even though that may seem like it's a few years out. But that is the potential plan there. Pop culture, got nothing. Another day. Water is always wet, unless it's frozen, in which case it'd be ice. But yeah, so I got nothing else. So here we are, Metal Slug Tactics, Season 2, Episode 2, which I called Big Bad Boat Brawl, because looks like I got trashed when we kind of took on the sub-boss for our first episode, or toward the end of our first episode. And we're heading into the first boss encounter, and I do recall that I did not obviously have a grasp on the game so early last time, because this is a turn-based game, but there's definitely more of a movement-centric mechanic to it, and that was definitely necessary when fighting the boss, and I did not learn that right away. So I think that was one of the few times where I actually did not complete a playthrough, so hopefully that should not be necessary to have to reset, because it's a roguelite, so hopefully we'll be fine with taking the boss on this time, because I know how it works now. But yeah, there's some nuance to it. Looking forward to making progress again, especially again after I better not bring it up, the dreaded reset of Season 1, in which case we lost everything and had to start all over. So I'll try to not let that hang over like a rain cloud too much this time, but still a little bitter, of course. Oh, let's get some audio, right? So I know that Tribute is going to be up for game analysis again for Marvel Cosmic Assault. But this Lake Gear Studio, not sure if they got anything else going on. Obviously, we didn't see any in terms of major updates other than balance patches for this game. So who knows what else they're working on. But obviously, the publisher, .emu, has been behind quite a bit. A lot of retro-styled games, which, for the most part, seem like they've been doing pretty well. Okay, so yeah, we took on the sub-boss, painfully so. So everybody's at a level 2, so I mean, it's not like I could have done much better. I really tried to focus on getting as much leveling up we could by the time we got to this thing. And other than Marco having a POW and a little bit of an XP boost, everybody else is same ballpark. So I did get the tactical strike for him, so I'm going to leverage that if possible. We usually need about 10 to 12 adrenaline to fire that off. It's a boat with treads. Shit. It makes me wonder if that was like so intentional back then, was its name, or was that something that was more adopted later on, Is it something, I mean, because again, SNK, primarily a Japanese company, like, and even that joke, I don't know if that came from a sitcom or if that was just, Get ready. Off the cuff, beats me. Oh, well, at least it's only 50 HP. That'll help, because it's so used to being at like 60, 70 by the time if we fight it, especially if we fight it out of order compared to the other bosses. So Marco's got the tactical strike and some ricochet now. We can use him a little bit better, so maybe if we get a chance, we could probably ping him and the boss in the same turn. So we still gotta work with... Now we need to get him some adrenaline too if we want to do that. So maybe if we can get him to here... Ooh, that's not behind cover, though. Well, we'll start him over here. Actually, start him in the back. Get him extra adrenaline. And... what else do we want to do here? So, Aerie does not have my prized grenade jump yet. To me, that's like one of the most devastating offensive moves you can get. She's got her sword dash, but she's also got the grenade juggle. Now, this thing has the synchronization defense. You can only synchronize the team on it once. So, gonna have to take that into account. So, if Marco does like his dual chain, he's gonna end up having to sync everybody else, or some other alternative altogether. So, if we want to, I don't know if she'll be able to make it that far. I'll see if I can run her as far as possible. Theo, not quite so sure. And I'm gonna focus on the boat this time more so than the dudes, because the dudes aren't relevant. I started fighting them, and that was not the right strategy. Alright, so I'm just going to wing the rest of this at this point. It's a very fluid situation. So of course, then we got the targeting to deal with. So only Marco got targeted. That's good. It was just him. So I need to get him to cover, preferably, so if I can get him to here. Except he's not selected. Okay, so I can. But I need to get... That's not going to help get anybody else in the way. There's a test here. Let's see if we do move him here. Can I actually still do the ricochet? Excuse me, oh, I don't have enough. The ricochet's not ready yet. Okay, so let's try that again. Was that an adrenaline issue? That gives him 5. This gives him also 5. 5. So he maxes out at 5. I guess it wouldn't matter anyway. But what I could do is technically leverage this, give somebody else an extra hit. Using a weapon, so I guess I don't know if that... I gotta remember that. So a weapon would probably mean their primaries, not their abilities. Okay, we'll still go with this. He will not necessarily be able to do too much there, but we can get the others doing stuff. What's her grenade option? So her grenade, she can throw at least one space in front of her, and then so I want to make sure that the other thing can hit, but she's still going to need 6 adrenaline as well. And she cannot get 6 either. I could have her move all the way over here and then have perhaps Theo move her into cover, but that would waste an action possibly. See, I could move Theo to here. She would have less adrenaline. But they're all... Well, Marco's not quite set up yet. So let's check who's got the most damage here. So she does 3. Aerie does 2. So technically, we'd want to give the extra attack to Aerie to get the extra damage. Or, I'm sorry, I always mess them up. It's like the dudes all have 2-syllable names with 5 letters, and the chicks have 2-syllable names with 3 letters. Not a problem there. Let's see here. Yeah, not the most great thing in the world, but we'll try it. Okay, so going for first strike here. Marco, give the salvo to Theo. Let's make sure this works. And then have Aerie do the attack. Oh yeah, the elevation switch. See, I didn't pick up on that right away. I struggled with that a little bit for a while. Okay, so that'll give us 8 points off the start with the synchronization, so... Then 1 hit, 2 hits. Okay, so that did work for her. Alright, good. Okay, so she can move, but everybody's in cover for now, so let's keep them there. It warns me. Yes. Get on with it. So Marco didn't take anything because of having the cover. She didn't take any damage. Well, the cover takes damage. La-di-da. Takes no damage again. Dodging some blades. 3 times in a row. Need an achievement for that. So that's like 5 attacks, no damage. I like it. So yeah, the other thing that caught me off guard right away is how quick you got to move across these platforms. So this middle one gives you a couple extra, but obviously not the entry one. and who's attacked? The two of them. Okay. And of course, cover is going to be more limited this way. So Marco, I'll probably move him to where Aerie is. But let's get Aerie over. Oh, she can't get there. Well, I guess I'm going to have to get Fio to move her. Oh, now I could get 6. No, 4. No, there's 6, and it's just 6 is on the field. Let's put her over here, though. That's the most adrenaline she can get. And how... excuse me. Let's see how close we can get. Fio. See, she's not going to be able to take a shot unless I do something. Well, you know what? If we end up moving her, well, she'll get enough adrenaline. She'll be in harm's way, but she'll have some points. And Marco, I want over here. Does he get another 3 out of that? So he's got enough, and he's got Ricochet now. So technically, I could hit him. Let's try this here. So if I hit him, kill him in the process. Oh, is that tagging the boat? It's already showing 3. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I could hit him and the boat. Okay, but I want Fio in on this. Man, if... Oh, she doesn't have enough to do both. Okay. Let's do... the move. Get Aerie out of harm's way. Now, either... Well, actually, let's see who's got more. If he does this, we could use less adrenaline and give, like, say, Fio another attack. Let's check the comparison on damage here. So 6 HP of damage. Is it 6 per? I think it's 6 per, so 6 would kill him and do 6 to the boat. Aries, on the other hand, is how much? Hers is only 4. But she could do 8 in total to the boat, because Marco's is only going to do... Well, Marco needs to get him out of the way. You know what? Let's see. Marco will want to take that out and hit the boat on his turn, because if she does the synchronizing, Marco won't be able to hit. So there's a little bit of method to the madness here. But if Marco does this and gives it to Fio, he won't have the ability to do this. So this is going to end up sinking on the first go-around, but I can still do another 8 points of damage with Aerie, hypothetically. Okay, so here we go. So 6 from him, and then 6 to the boat, and then combine extra 6 from the others. He's done. I don't know what her reflexes is from. There we go, down to 30 already. So we did an average of 20 over 2 turns already, and we're not even done yet. Okay, so next up, Aerie, grenade toss. And she has to go a little bit deeper on hers, but she can hit it twice, which is awesome. So there's another 8. Boom. That's what I call destruction. All right, and then Fio can go single one here, but... oh, wait, what? Oh, because I used her action, she doesn't get an extra one. Okay, so she can move, but I don't really have anywhere I want to move her to. It's interesting. So technically, she... No, you know, I guess she doesn't get adrenaline off that, because that's why I've always been under the impression when you get that secondary movement, you don't really get any more dodge or adrenaline out of it. Okay, so other than her moving, see, if I move over here, it puts her in harm's way of the Grenadier, or the Snakes, or this guy, but he'd have to move, though. And it would at least make everybody focus on different enemies. Let's do that. I'd rather make it too easy for some of these guys. I just don't want to get blocked over here. Okay, here we go. 22 points, so we got less than half in 2 turns. Again, this is the basic difficulty here. Scrub mode. So that's not really going to do any damage to other dudes. Bye-bye. That's kind of funny. He takes the inner tube guy with it. So he's still good. Still good. She took damage. That's so about 9 attacks before somebody finally took a point of damage. Okay, well, at least he didn't have to block the path. Man, she's still good. Oh, we got the old guy over there. Yeah, these guys are just going to start blocking paths here. I got to keep that cover available. And nobody's targeted. Fantastic. Okay, so we got to get at least 2 of them ready to get out of here. Oof. Alright, Aries the farthest, and I still can't get her off the platform. Alright, so I need to see if I can get this thing virtually done this turn, because everybody's got to be out of here next turn. Alright, so her best shot is to here. I'd put her up there while I got Marco past her first. Okay, I just don't want to put them on the same spot. So Marco... yeah, so if Marco's... Ooh, Marco's going to be in the way. Man. Oh, he could get around from the other way, I think. So if I can do this... and he can still get there. There we go. So they're both close to getting off that platform. If we don't get blocked. But let's see if we can finish the boat to begin with. Okay, +1. He could give +1 attack to somebody. I mean, I don't know if that's any... No, I give it to himself. Or he could give it to somebody like Theo, who would do... So 3 hits. It's only going to do 1 extra hit, so she would do an extra 2 damage. Bonus after using an action in the game. So she could also give this to, like, Aerie. But Aerie would need extra adrenaline. So I forgot who gets the adrenaline. Does she get it, or does Aerie get it? Because if Aerie got 2 more points... No, Aerie would need 12 to do 6 and 6. And that would not help yet. Marco still needs another 6 for the airstrike. Alright, how can I optimize this? See, I mean, even by doing this, she's still able to get... There's 14 right there. They could almost finish. It's going to be really close. If I can get more than 14 with any of them starting, like, say, for example, if I did this, there's 12, and then Aerie could still do another... No, but Marco's is the stronger one. Except he doesn't have the adrenaline. But he could use this on somebody else. So I could bring it up to 14 if Marco used his ability on Theo. Still leaves 8. Aerie would, I think, is only doing 12 by herself. Or how much? 4 and 4. Aerie's only doing 8 by herself. Oh, you know what? If she's doing 8 by herself, that's enough. So as long as I'm doing 14 with another combination here. So Marco does 3. If Marco gives himself that, that'd be 6 in total. Plus 3 is 9. Plus 2. So that's 11. That's not... No, that's not going to cut it. Well, Is there any way... I don't need this. If I were to give the adrenaline to somebody, get an extra action... If Marco had an extra action, what would he do? Yeah, we could just use some of the ammo. We haven't used any ammo yet. His and Fio's are both the same. No, actually. No, they're the same. Except hers has scavenger on it. Oh. Heals them. That's what I forget about. Each time the unit contributes to a frag. I completely forgot about that ability. Well, she could heal herself, but I mean, at that point, if it's the boat's dead. So, Marco doesn't have enough. So, if she were to spend 7 to get 2 adrenaline for somebody, or give it to Marco, that'd be enough. Okay, so this is a gamble here. Oh, but that's not going to help her get the attack. Okay, let's not do that. You know what? Let's just go vanilla here. So if we do this, there's 12. Marco won't have shot yet. He can do 2. Ari can do 12. No, so we're fine. Or no, Ari can do 8. I think we got it. Vanilla mode. Oops. Sorry, Fio. Okay, so 10 left. Okay, the price came down. Okay, that's what... Man, it's so tough to keep track of all the rules. So the adrenaline cost came down because... either the synchronization... Let's find out here. No, get out of here. Nope. I want this. There. Special action, nope. Synchronization. Okay, no. Okay, yes it is. Synchronization reduces the cost, not frags, not movement. Okay, so he could technically do this. He could actually finish the boat. Yeah, we'll just, I mean, then Ares on backup, so we'll just do this. There we go, I think. Yeah, basically he can curve bullets. Punch a hole there, punch a hole there. There we go, 3 rounds. Victory! Scrub mode. Here we go, everybody's level 3. I'd have hated to send submarines to fetch your remains. I thought it said enemies before I actually read it clearly. So much for peripheral vision and accuracy. And they never fixed the bug up there. Enemy response in -1 missions. So, Marco got 2, one of which was the ship. And 2 synchronized and 2 synchronized. So, go team. I didn't even kill any of the other... Oh, Marco got the other dude off the start. So, if not for that, the only kill would have been the boat itself. Which is really all that matters in terms of the mission criteria. Alright. There you go.
You're great.
Oh, that's interesting. So now... Oh, man. So this is more of a defensive thing here. So these are all passive. Yeah, it's... The only downside is, like, I wish if, in a way, there was a mode to set up which stuff you're going to get, because then you could really start doing strategies other than being left to the randomization game after game after game. Because, in this case, I could see how this would work, but I'd want to chain it with other abilities, and the game technically is so short that you don't really get a true sense of trying to maximize those elements. Because this is cool right now with having Fio... and having flashback, or himself. He can either give himself the extra... No, he doesn't have the extra... not the extra action, but Fio's does with a flashback. But at least at the same time, he could technically heal somebody else. He could heal Ari or Fio once he gives them the Marco Salvo. So it's... kind of would kill 2 birds with 1 stone without having originally... had the other one to begin with. I mean, normally I'd go something like this because then you get to move. But I don't move Marco around all that much, it doesn't seem like. So, again, that would require a different context or setup with different characters, different abilities. Alright, so we'll go with a healing one for now. Participate in a sync, gain adrenaline. Decoy. These are huge, or can be. All special actions have instigator. That means each time this attack triggers synchronization. So again, things I can't remember. I don't remember if that means when she starts the attack and everybody else syncs, or if somebody else starts and then she synchronizes. +1 damage dealt by synchronizing. You know what? This is super strong anyway. So other than just getting adrenaline or the decoy, I'm going with this one. So what else we got here? So Fio could do the same thing. So she could also use her acupuncture thing, or the defense one, and do healing that way. And gaining adrenaline, same as what we just had. Bonus move. I also forgot what Jeremy style is. Each time the unit moves an enemy, they trigger the sync attacks. Oh, again, talk about having forethought for strategy here, because then if you cause the enemy to move and resynchronize everybody, that's kind of neat, but I am not good at that yet, so I'm just going to go with the basics here, going with the healing. Unless I want adrenaline, but if anything, Marco probably would have needed the adrenaline, but oh well. Alright, we're finally at base. Finally, we should be able to check the challenges and stuff while we're here. There's so much charm to this game. I mean, just all the little animations they put in. There's not a whole lot of like world exploration. You're stuck with the same levels and missions, but at least the in-between stuff was entertaining. I mean, they're unloading the boat. They pull out a beach ball, a turkey, a picture of O'Neill, and just random boxes. And you got the sky rats, aka seagulls. And all the characters are doing different stuff. And actually, so once we got the other team members, they're also going to do other things as well. So we're at 30 coins, which is good. I also like the other things on the far right. You can see some of the graffiti. It says Morden was here and .emu, and then of course they got the development studio up there on the hangar. The other guys sunbathing over there, kind of cut off by the menu, but we can take care of that. So yeah, we can get new equipment here and talk to her. So let's start with looking at Margaret first. She's got like the selection stuff. So this is to upgrade. You know what? Maybe we can't see other stuff yet. Ah, man, it's probably not till we get to base once we start a new game. So this is a tough call here. So we've used this once to go 1 point of damage and have an increased range is okay. This, however, just increases the movement. Not as impressive, even though I do use this quite a bit. Really, the grenade juggler has the ability to do 2 extra points of damage, especially like bosses are getting a secondary target. So she ends up being my powerhouse, but let's see how much her stuff costs first. Some of these can be good, some not so much. So the other thing I learned was kind of deceptive, that even though they show that half circle of the 9 tiles, it's not actually that. The icon is, you gotta look at the one down at the bottom, so the X pattern would hit the corners from the center of impact. Not as big of a fan there. This one seems like it'd be a little bit more helpful because it goes in the... Actually, no, we already have the T pattern, and this one's just changing to flick. So you get 1 ammo and fires a projectile in the opposite direction. So technically, you would fire 2 grenades. That's kind of wild, actually. Now, it's still going to consume your ammo, but you're essentially firing a grenade in front of you and then a grenade behind you. I don't know if I'm crazy about that yet again with, consuming more ammo. So Marco's would go up and slow. So I think this applies to the enemy can't move as fast. So slow seems like it'd be more effective against the natives. Again, not a strategy that I'm very strong with. Instigator, interestingly, extra damage on the rifle instead of being from an ability. Max. Okay, so this bypasses cover. See, that would, of all of those, that would be more interesting, so the grenade would actually not have to worry about cover, and she gets 2 ammo out of it. And of course, that's 14. So if I spent 14 on that, I would not have enough for the other ability. I guess that's the question. Do I want to try to get the grenade juggler up to level 3, or am I concerned with more of the basics here? I don't know yet. So none of these are really all that compelling for the price. I mean, the only one I could afford by itself would be this one and the other. If I had to do an upgrade. I don't know what else to do here. I tend to play conservative. I don't want to spend all the money. Let's just go for the extra 2 points of damage here. Spend the monies. Okay, so I did what I could there. No other options for the base, it looks like, to see everybody else's stuff. Passives, yeah, it's not giving me anything else to see challenges and stuff yet. Okay, I can't, oh, it won't let me go back to Margaret probably just because there's nothing else to see. Okay, so I guess we're ready. Finish that pizza down there. Let that out. You know, that's not reality. Open pizza box with sky rats everywhere, and the fact that they're not going after that, that's either some very bad pizza, or these are not very good seagulls. So annoying. Other than, man, thankfully I don't live near an area where you'd have to deal with them much, but sky rats are definitely high in the most obnoxious things in life list.
Let's go.
Okay, so we do have the option to keep going here, I think. So it's only going to let us go in this particular order. But there is different, like, trophies or challenges that are unlocked by doing a two-level run, a 3-level run, and a 4-level run, which is the total. So I'm just going to try to go in order here. Might as well go straight for the boss and see if we can finish the 2, get that knocked out. Then next time we'd have to start here, go here, and then do this one, and then obviously do the same thing once there's 4 stages available to us. So, yeah, we'll jump to the end. Now, we're not going to have as many skills taking on the final one, but we'll have to live with that. Welcome to the city. Well guarded, she says. Ha 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 ha. My own fortress, he says. Immortals will put their name to the test. He didn't do his crazy laugh. It must not be till later. Alright, so we're going to need the, probably the ammo off of these, but we're not like getting many or any other major upgrades in between, so 'tis the nature of the last map portion. I don't know if I noticed that before. There's like tentacles coming after that out of that cage thing on the right side. Over here and just above that, it's, you know, so I know there's other little cool animations going on, like the labs and the toxic sludge underground, but I never noticed the tentacles in the cage before. Alright, 4 turns with at least 1 unit. Usually not a problem. And take no damage with Ares. So that's might be a little bit more challenging, however. Now, I do think we get ammo or something before we're going into the final one. Alright, but of course, it'd be more advantageous to not take that. So yes, these map types have the sewer, which, so basically we could use that to go who knows where. I don't know where the outlet is. I don't see any other outlet for it. There's probably one somewhere, but really, if this is a survival mission, looks like we got 1 spawn point, no kind of vehicles to interact with. A sewer that goes where? Is there a spot hiding behind this? I don't know. So these guys can do some damage. They're the lightweights. They're not as strong as the other, but obviously you got them to contend with them. Now I don't think these guys can shoot elevation wise. So if I keep Airy up there, it's not a problem, but I got to watch for either of these guys coming in. These guys are really obnoxious because they cover. So I think he's the biggest threat, the Grenadiers and the Riflemen if I'm not careful. So let's maybe get Marco moving first, try to get him around there. So they're not going to be able to shoot downward from an elevation. Airy is technically the only one that can do that. So I guess let's put her here and get a little bit of capacity. And Fio, I don't know, we'll just run her forward where she can get some adrenaline, I guess. Okay, gonna wing this one.
Mission start.
I mean, so I can technically move her all the way around here. And Marco's, well, he's not going to really have enough adrenaline to do anything, but at least I'd get some adrenaline by putting him here. So if I threw the grenade with Airy and hit here, they'd still be out of harm's way. Okay, let's come back her here, so she's not going to get a whole lot, but that's okay. So she can get an attack. He's done. So if this is a survival, that means we are going to be getting more reinforcements here. Or they're getting reinforcements. We're going to have to put up with more of their reinforcements to be technically accurate. So then she could technically move. I can't quite put her any further out. So he's not going to be able to shoot. He's going to try to get up here and close in, but that shouldn't be till next turn. Of course, I got these idiots. All right. What can Marco do here? He would need an extra move. I could technically put... I could actually have her move him down there. Oh, technically that would give him health. That's right, so the special ability acted upon. Not that he needs it. Oh, that's the... Alright, let's just do this. He's going to want to shoot at him. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, he's got the ability to shoot with this thing. It's a little deceptive there. You wouldn't think a melee guy with a riot shield is going to do that, especially when he's holding the sword in the other hand. Alright, what do we want to do with Fio here? Just a little more cover. I guess we'll come back up here for the moment. Play the meat shield, and we'll leave Airy where she is. Oh, he's back to cover him. That's interesting. He's probably not going to stay, though. Nope. He's like, thanks for the cover, bro. I'm out of here. Okay, so they're not close enough. I can blow up the car. Nope, he got close enough. Ah! Oh, that makes him take more damage, too. Yikes. Okay, so Marco needs some serious adrenaline at this point. Gonna run away over there, shoot that guy. They're all gonna mob Airy if I don't figure something out here. So how much health they got? They got 6. I would need to be able to do... She does not have the adrenaline yet. If she ran through... You know, here's a little test. If she then did her dash... It would do... It's interesting. So that would do damage to both of them. I don't want to get too much close to anybody else, though. If I do this, she would not have an extra action, though. I need to be able to kill them. I could, essentially, if I get past them, if she had the secondary ability, throw another grenade and hit them both again. But then I still have him to worry about, him to be concerned about, and then these guys would close in as well. Nobody's got any area attacks yet without the adrenaline. Marco's gonna need... Alright, so let me put her back for now so I don't forget. Can't get any adrenaline for an airstrike too soon here. Or I could have Theo move one of those guys so more of them take damage. Like, I could maybe have Theo go down here, then she can move into cover after doing something. Or move herself or somebody else in or out of harm's way. Oh. Oh, that's right. The thing is, though, this cancels all damage from one attack. It doesn't do it for the whole turn. She gains a bonus action, but that's not quite what I'm going for here. Alright, let me double check something. So she can throw the grenade right in front of her. Okay, so the idea is if she moves to here, throw it at these guys, that they'd be dead. But I want... You know what? Kind of like, screw the bonus. It's not like I'm that low on ammo. Okay. Let's do this just for... Oh, this would work better. I could do it this way and come back this direction. Yeah, that'd keep her out of harm's way more so. Oh, there we go. So she can come all the way over here, scorch them, and then still help out any of the others, the other guys here. Let's do that. I'm going to commit to this. Shwink. Except I did not give her the attraction yet. Let's redo that. Hold on. How do I do this again? Okay, first time I've had to do that. Okay, I kind of messed that up. Alright. Alright, Theo, you were down here. So she's got the adrenaline. Aria's going to come all the way over here to get 6 and 4. So she may not even take damage anyway. Alright, so I got Theo to do the flashback. Oh, does that not work on her? Can it? Oh, you can only use it on herself. What? I did not understand how that worked then. Oh, wait. Why is it not working on Theo? Or Ari? Is that a range? Oh, there's a range. Ah! Okay. Oh, we can work with that. There's, she can still go to here. Still gets the 6. Oh, I guess that works. Okay, now it's flashback. Okay, so there's a range on how close she had to be. Okay, there we go. So, Ari got... So, okay, so the adrenaline goes to the target. So, Ari got the 2 points of health, even though she didn't need it. And the adrenaline. And the action. Okay, so she'll end up right here. She can grenade the 2 of them. But Marco's going to need to help with these guys somehow. Theo can still move, technically. Do I want to move her further away from cover, though? I don't know. Let's take care of the area thing first. Let's do that. So Theo's not going to have another move, though. So it's either help with this guy or that guy. See, I can't move Marco ahead of time, though. Oh, you know, Theo can't move him either. If Marco moves here, He could block for Airy. Theo can't move and block from here. He's just gonna have to go here and still help out with both of those, though. Okay, I guess we're gonna end up... That's gonna hurt Marco, really? Huh. Yeah, so if you go past them, it'll hurt the ally. Okay, don't want to do that then. Well, that guy's gonna be gone then. So you gotta move past. That means I can't get him even with Marco out of the way. She won't be able to go that far. Okay, so that's as far as I'm going then. He's dead. She does get another action, though. Oh, I won't have the adrenaline. Oh, but she's got another move. Oh, I don't want to put her in range of the Grenadier, though. Man... Oh, this is cover though. That'll work as long as that doesn't get blown up. Which the Grenadier might do. I guess we'll chance it here. She'd have to throw this over top. They'd all sink, but have the other two to contend with. No, what about we do here? Well, Marco's going to help out with that one, so I want to make sure it reduce the number of guys on the field anyway. Okay, he's done. Hit him in the head with it. And she can technically move again anyway. Oh, you know what? How about, is there a way I can then contribute? He's going to then move to get in position for her. I don't want to do that. Well, it's keeping her out of harm's way, I suppose. Alright, so Marco's the last one with a shot. Oh, Fio's not syncing up, but she is? Okay. Why is Fio not syncing up with that? That's weird. Fio should have been the more obvious one. She can still get another move after that. Move her all over the place. So if I put her here, that's... Oh, what's this guy's range? He can still hit all the way over there. Okay, well... Okay, so she's actually the best spot she can be outside of range there from both the sniper and the grenade guy. And then technically this knife guy would have to come all the way around Fio to get to her. Okay, so Marco's the one in most danger here, even though he's only taking 2 points. We'd have to be able to heal that that debuff. Okay, I guess I'm more comfortable with that. We still got 5 guys on the field and 1 more likely incoming. Okay. Oh, he hit Marco. Ouch! Marco took 6 points of damage. He's gonna cover him and like, yeah, I'm out here, bro. See ya. Uh-oh, Marco's down. 2 more turns to go. And new guy on the field. We got no reinforcements yet. They don't give us anything on the first playthrough. Okay, that changed things. To take no damage with Airy, that's a problem. I need to see if I can get a way for her to dash one of these guys, and then do this and end up here, but this guy will still be able to attack. You do this and kill him, and then have her run way over here. And just have Fio stay alive and help out somehow. Maybe go after the Grenadier. Yikes. not optimal. Let's see what happens here. Play the chicken game. So I would want to give her a bonus action again, but I'm not. I don't know. Fio would have to move herself, perhaps, to get healing. What kind of range do I have here? Can I hit both of these guys? Not really. I can hit both of them if I do that. Nah. Fio can get to about there, mostly out of harm's way. She can move herself further back. Alright. Yeah, we're doing the running game. Scorched. Yeah, it took out the cover, but it will. Alright, so where's his range? Yeah, she could keep out of harm's way. Go here. Move herself from there to there. Okay. She moved farther, but it put her in harm's way of the Grenadier anyway. I don't know if this guy can shoot from that far. Oh, he can. That's still ridiculous. Okay, let's see if he'll do that, though. We'll find out. I mean, Aerie could go further, but she's got cover, and she's at any angle of attack for the time being. Oh, he's going in. No, he's covering the Grenadier. What an idiot. Make you guys run. Hope you're exhausted by the time you get here. Alright, so I just gotta survive this turn. Really? Really, guys? Hey! This is fair. We'll totally spawn him in right next to the closest target. Alright, so I guess if anything, I want to see if I can get her somewhere. Oh, there's the other. That guy must have been standing on it. Why didn't I see the other sewer cover? If I could get her over here, Grenadier's got now what, 7 points? Or is he covered just because? See, it's not showing he's got the extra health. I mean, it's that guy's there. Alright, so I need to absolutely get her somewhere where she cannot take damage. So, I mean, I can move her up out of harm's way, but then, ooh, got the Grenadier to contend with. See, the Grenadier is the issue. Especially the knife guy right on top of me. See, the Grenadier is going to be able to... Man, I don't like that. I need to be able to kill the Grenadier. I guess what I can do, if I can't kill him... See, I can only do 4 damage. I'd have to have Fio move him in a ridiculous way so that he no longer has the line of sight. Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up here. I don't think I'm going to get enough to do anything cool with this. You know, I keep forgetting about her stuff, so there's a way to do extra there. Oh, when did I get her reflexes? Man, so she can do extra damage for all kinds of stuff now. But that's usually synchronization. I gotta remember that. So I can throw down here. I don't have to get these guys, both of these guys, though. That's not going to hit anybody else. What if I go here or here? Hit him and then hit him. Oh, that's interesting. But would Fio be able to do anything? You know, at least take one other piece off the table. And pew pew. Okay, now she's going to now be in cover. Just got enough adrenaline for that. And we are now going to move him somewhere stupid. I mean, it might put her in harm's way, but I want to make sure that this guy, you know, I want to make sure this guy can't get up there. Does not look like he can, so as long as I move him, it should be okay. No, I can't move him very far, so either way, this is not going to help him any. Here you go, little guy. Okay. I mean, Eri could still move even further. There we go. Definitely got our harm's way at that point. Alright. Oh, and I technically move her some more, too. Let's move him back to further cover. Oh, he can hit further. He's more likely to hit that way. Better if she stays there. Oh, the knife guy's coming in. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll survive. Doesn't matter at all. I think it goes a long way around to cover him. He comes in. Youch. Stack them all up. Bunch of dummies. Victory! No?
Victory!
Yeah. Supply drop. Well, it could have been better without losing Marco, but considering that, yeah, grant easy difficulty, but still pulled out without Eri taking damage. We got the ammo drop. Your advantage served you well. What advantage? Having played it before? So 2 and 2 and died. 3 and 1 and 2 and 2. So that's pretty balanced still. So Eri just got the extra frag, one less sink. She's the one that needs a sink because she gets the extra damage. So if we get through the next one, I'll probably save the bot for next time, because that's, or the boss, I should say. For those unfamiliar, Morden's is a 2-phase boss encounter. Red on the grenade, huh? Ignores cover. Not bad. Except again, I'm not usually attacking guys in cover very often anyway. So there's the instigator again on that, on the rifle. And then... So it sounds like they gave me the same options as before. Again, using the grenade launcher and firing the opposite direction. Alright, so this is all for free. Well, I mean, there is going to be a lot more cover on the next, when we fight the boss. Maybe I want to do that. More synchronization damage would also be helpful too against the boss. You know what? I'm thinking that might be more general strategy here. So if we go into the boss with full ammo, anytime we get a sync an extra one, if I burn through all the ammo, versus putting on a generic one, because this is not doing extra damage, it's just bypassing if they're in cover. So I think this is a what-if damage. This is an increased damage likelihood because of doing synchronization. So we'll go with this one.
Supply drop!
Supply drop. Is this... Well, this... Yeah, I know how health points work, thank you very much. He already died once already. Or somebody did prior. It's not like it's giving me a chance to get the reinforcements yet. Yeah, it's literally on your first playthrough. You don't have a chance to do that. It's like, oh, well, you got to make sure you know how to play this first. Okay. All designated targets. Not too big of a deal. 4 in 1 turn. That might be a little bit more of a problem. We have to do a little more maneuvering on that. This does not look supremely familiar. Oof, a lot of enemies, though. Okay. All designated. So how many designated we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 3 back here. 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, so we got multiple spots here, but the thing is, how are we going to get these guys nearby? So we'd have to move all the way up to that button to activate this crate here. Let's see if this shows where that lands. It's not showing yet. Or get them next to a barrel. And now I can't manipulate the barrel to, like, move it in, you know, front of these guys. But if I can get them all standing next to the barrel, then perhaps get somebody out of the way, that might help. Man, 4 in 1 turn is... Well, again, it wouldn't be as complicated if I had grenade jump. get Marco and draw them all down here and be like, hey, go stand next to this and be calling an airstrike on you. Let's see. Yeah, let's just put him here. How far can he run? Not. Oh man, they're being cheap on the running one again. It's like he can go backwards. Oh, he could go all the way up to the platform there. Then you got the red guy and this grenadier. How far can he throw? Oh, good. He doesn't have much of an arm on him. Good. Still trying to get 3 other guys over here. Somebody needs to get the aggro. No such thing that I know of in this. Well, actually, I'm trying to remember if like Tarma or Clark had any kind of aggro ability. I'm trying to tank it out. Well, 4 enemies in 1 turn. If you had somebody like Aerie that could finish 2 with a grenade, and then somebody just pick the others off, maybe, but you'd have to get them started because they have all 6 health here to start with. So if Aerie were to do anything effective like dashing these guys, she'd have to start somewhere else to get the adrenaline. So let's say if we put her here. Man, she's not gonna get enough. What? So she might be able to get 5 if she runs all the way down to the barrel. I guess let's just run everybody out of here, see if we can get them near the barrel first, and then go from there. Just rack up adrenaline the first couple turns. Pick them off if they get too close. Alright, I'll do an adrenaline run, I guess. Hold on to your butts.
Mission start.
Oh, she's kind of trapped with that guy there. I mean, she can make it all the way down here, but... So what's his movement? Okay, so he can't get there, so I could actually sit down here and, like, poke at him. Let's do that. I don't want to get trapped down here and blow this thing up, either. On myself. Now, if I bring Marco to say take a shot at this guy's going to come in and still try to stab him. Or I need to give him an out. Yeah, I don't like being next to the Grenadier, even if I take the Grenadier out. Got a problem dealing with this guy. And I can only do 6 damage without having the adrenaline, unless I give himself an extra one there for 4 points ammo. What? Let's get rid of him if I can. I'll be near the switch and near the Grenadier. I don't have enough. Oh, I do. Oh, I do, but... Give himself the extra hit, but then he won't have the action to attack. That doesn't work. He can do it. He can take this guy out. Why don't we do that? The other guys have to come up and get him. Actually, I want to see... So that's not showing the crate. How do I look at the crate here? I'll change the elevation. It's not showing where the crate's going to drop. I'm guessing that... Hit the tower plate. Oh, there we go. So it drops right on the top of the other thing there. Okay. Alright, so he should be able to take this guy out here. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Is it the same elevation, pal? What's going on here? Oh, I'm not... How did I end up on Theo? What's going on here? What is going on? Like, because I picked the crane, now it's like... I'm conniption fit here. Oh, come on. What is going on here? Alright, let's try this again. The guy's right next to you. There's no elevation difference. It's saying 2 and then 1. See, it's saying 1, and I'm on a 2. Now that I'm better understanding that, so if I were over here, that's a 1, 2. That can't be right. This is supposed to be a 1. That's a 0. That's a 1, 0, 2. How is that a 1? That has no visibility of elevation right there. That's messed up. 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. That's a 2. Wait, that's so it's saying those are the same. No, here's broken here too. This says it's a 1, 2. Those are the same elevation there, pal. Oh. Well, there goes that strategy. Have to go all the way over here to put himself in harm's way to shoot this guy. See? That's messed up. Now what do I want to do here? Oh no, I can't hit him. She can't throw far enough. Is this cover? That is cover. She doesn't have enough range to do that. Might as well save the adrenaline though. Alright, hit this clown. Blow up that cover, I guess. Can't hit them both. That tick him off at all? Alright, well that was a little disappointing. Another bug for the list that won't get fixed. Stand right there. He's coming for him. He's gonna stab him. And get damaged. He's gonna come down here. That's kind of what we want. Okay. Oh man, we're gonna get a new guy every turn too, huh? Yikes. Okay. So Marco still needs another 12 for the airstrike. He's damaged, he's not, but we can use ammo to take him, or we can use ammo to take him. So she does 4 damage, but that's still going to partially damage these guys if I get a nice clean shot right between the two of them. But if she has the adrenaline, ooh, 5 each, it's still not enough to kill them. Gotta do a little more setup here. She's not going to help much just yet. This one's going to be too much of a problem. He's going to be at the barrel here. You throw a grenade over his head, hit him, kill him. You know, Marco run backwards here, try to get more adrenaline to bring him toward the barrel again. Maybe damage somebody else on the way. And he's going to bring them all in. If I can get enough adrenaline the next turn, maybe. Oh, Theo can also move him and heal him up. Basic grenade here. He's dead. I gotta really bring him all the way back to that barrel, which is not going to help all that much. I don't want to bring him too close to this guy. What's his range? Yeah, he's going to be able to stab him if I bring him over there. Bring him closer, bring him in, you know, they may line up for a grenade shot. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so she can heal Marco by doing this, I think. Yep. No, let's do that after. I want that grenade to hit him. Yeah, I wouldn't because it's elevation, but... just to be sure. Now, does he get the 2 adrenaline as well? No, she does. Okay. He can't hit anybody yet. Well, now if he's got the adrenaline for that as a backup, if you have any other solution that does not involve the tactical strike, that's going to be too far. Oh, I can hit him. I can damage him and I can kill him. I'd rather weaken him, though. Yeah, because these guys are going to be all full health. He'll be able to make it to Marco, but he's at full health for the moment. Still got the damage, though. These 2 can move. Let's move her out of harm's way, I guess. Or 1 extra thing so she doesn't go around Theo. I got nothing else. Doesn't seem like I can do anything with Marco unless I just give this... No, I can't give it to somebody. I need it for the tactical strike. Alright, carrying on. Yeah, you stay back there. And the other one's going to move up. He's going to take a hit at him, or swing at him. Alright. So to get 4 kills here... what are the options I got? So Marco could possibly move like here. That will cover the adrenaline. There's 2. If Theo can move this other one, there's 3, but I need her to sync up and still be able to... or have Aries got to get another kill on her own. She's got the adrenaline for the dash, I think. Alright, but before I do that, I gotta make sure Theo can cover this. She's gonna be in harm's way, though, and that's right, I don't have any restore here. So if she goes down by getting stabbed too much, we got a problem. So these 3 guys, either this, if this guy's left alive, he's gonna shank somebody, or if somebody's over here, like this guy might be able to shank, or this might be if he gets close enough. And he probably won't, but it would be nice to be able to get him in the airstrike. If Theo, or if Ari could get to there, ooh, she can't get there and to here. I don't think she's got the range with the dash. Alright, first up, let's do this. He's in range. He's a designated target. He's not in range anyway. Oh, but they're in range. Ares already got the ability, you know. Hold on. So if area to move here. Yeah, she's fine taking him out. Oh, she's not going to kill him. That's not enough. Never mind. What if I do this? Oh, that's too cool. Oh, man, good thing I checked that. These guys are going to die from that alone. Ooh, she doesn't have enough damage then. Without a sync. I gotta play this right. If she can move after synchronizing. No, it's for special action. So she's going to use her special action. She'll get a bonus move. And then as long as she can then move over to here, synchronize with Aerie, then we can get one of these guys. Because otherwise the I for some reason thought the dash was sufficient. I'm probably confusing with Marco's, because Marco's is the ricochet, which his does 6. Aerie's only does 5. Okay, gonna commit here. We're gonna move this guy in range. I think. So now she should be able to move at least to be able to help with that guy, even though she's going to be in harm's way. She can go to here. Okay. At least one of them is dead. So that'll be the 4th one, as long as Marco takes all 3 of these. There we go. Okay. Goon Patrol going down here. 3 for 1. Dead. Everybody loves fireworks. Yeah, that'd be some chunky fireworks. Okay, now Ares just got to do... Is there any way to do this and do anything better here? He's dead. Oh, and I can put a hurting on him, too. That'll help. That's actually even better without using the physical ammo. Excellent. Dead. There we go. Mini mission accomplished. At Fio's expense, of course. So she's the only one who can move. Not really any point. So I'll throw a grenade at him later. Okay. So that's only one of the designated, so I still got work to do there, but getting the 4 and 1 was going to be a more complicated setup if there's less enemies to pick from. I wasn't hired to stand still. Guard both of them. Except one of them ain't sticking around. Yeah, ouch. Ouch! Ouch. Mega no good. Need lots of field dressing. Oh, really? Okay. We'll take care of that. We'll shoot him. Okay. Fio's gonna need to move herself somehow. Actually, can Aerie... So 6 points, 2 points. She can then move herself out of the way. This does 12. Marco can take care of him and put himself in cover. Alright, so before... Oh, how does she sync up with that? Oh, she'll throw a grenade. I don't need you to do that. So if she goes grenade here... Why is he the one that stays alive? Or he's the one that requires more damage. That's still a problem. Because he'll be alive still. Unless I do this. Okay, now he'll be dead. Pew. Alright, Marco, take the easy shot. Alright, now Fio, heal yourself. And move yourself. Okay. I feel like I'm playing Horde mode here or something. These guys are coming to me. Alright, everybody's got cover at the moment. She can move one more, come back one. Okay, that's it for now. Still got no progress on the designated, but if they're only spawning in one at a turn, if I can take out 2 or 3 a turn, at least I kind of got the timing advantage. Get rid of these red guys would be fantastic. Okay, here we go. Alright, brought another green. No attacks from them this time. Okay. Who's selected, Marco? Because we got some green options now. If I can keep getting Fio the adrenaline to move herself around, we got some options. So if I can go over to here, move her back over onto the side of him. Yeah, we can move her back over here, heal up again. But first, let's get some setup going so people can help in multiple scenarios here. If I were to go here, she does not have the adrenaline, though. Let's see, is there a way to get both of these guys? That's a long toss, I think. Alright, Marco's all on his own over here. Don't leave me. Oh, and he can't even go very far either. That's not good. Okay, let's hold off on that idea. As much as we want Ari out of there, or like get the adrenaline, she needs to help Marco, I think. See, I still bring her over here. Do a combination if I move Marco back to here. So if Marco does this, actually, you know what? Ooh, what do we do here? Ah, can't do both. What if I do? So she can synchronize and still not finish him. She doesn't have the adrenaline. Now in a little bit more vulnerable position here. Alright, need to either consider... Alright, that'll finish him. Then if Fio moves herself back, she and Ari can hopefully take that one out. Oh, she can't move herself far enough over. Okay. Ari can still throw the grenade forward, I think. Okay. Alright, Marco, let's get this guy taken care of. Oh, and she could still technically move back into cover. That's good. And she's the one that's got to do the attack, though. So therefore... Oh, he's still not dead. Do I have to waste another one of these? I have to use my ammo. I think that's it. I mean, I can hit him directly. It's still not enough. Alright. Burning my physical ammo here. So I think she got extra damage off. Well, Instigator, maybe. Okay. People's got some move options here. She can go into cover, I guess. Then she can go here. Don't like hanging out in the spawn area here, but that one hit with all that damage is kind of harsh. But they're running out of numbers. Another designated on the way. I mean, they'll spawn another one, but it's not going to be enough for momentum. So there we go. What a clown. Alright, so they're not getting attacks in on this turn. That's better. Oh, they got a red one, so they will spawn red ones apparently. At least it wasn't right on top of me. Okay. Let's get rid of this guy. He's a designated target. Let's get as much green as possible. So this is 5. This looks like it's also 5. There we go. So he has not been hit yet, so... Might want a little extra juice maybe from... You know what? Mark... You know, our Ares got... Ooh, check that out. If I could do this, if I could dash her from here... Ooh, check this out. Let's see if this works. Oh, he's not... Okay, so he basically if the starting point doesn't work. What if we did from here? So she'd get 1 less adrenaline. But now she got him, and it'll kill him. Okay, then... No, that's not going to do much else. Marco can start working on this guy. You know what? I'd rather have him over here. Just get the adrenaline, though. Okay, I guess we'll just do this area thing here. Burn him! Yeah, you and your cover. Alright, and I guess maybe we'll start going up here to go take care of Mr. Grenadier here in a second. Hopefully. Oh, he can hit there? You gotta be kidding me? Do some damage from me standing on the crate. Okay. I hope... Well, I hope that... Well, I'll gamble that. We're doing okay here. Alright. Oh, they haven't even done anything yet. You know what? Let's heal herself. Put it up there. Look at me. Use my own claw game. Alright, what's Marco gonna do here? His adrenaline costs coming down. We can now do another tactical strike. You can't move him, though. Okay. This guy's gonna be wandering over for no good reason. Gotta be somebody needs some killing. Circa Major Pain, mid-90s. Alright, yeah, now they're bringing them all in, and I'm not getting enough kills to keep matching if they keep doing that. So let's get moving here. Okay, so that guy's only got a 5. She'll probably still need some help, though, because she doesn't have a high damage output. How can I split these two? Make this other guy chase us, perhaps. She can't make it all the way over there. But she can get some adrenaline. If I do this, can she throw a grenade up there? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's got cover still? That's lame. Now's the time I need something that ignores cover, and I don't have it, of course. I'm gonna need Instigator to overcome that, perhaps. Or Point Blank. Not that that helps. Alright, how far can he move? I was gonna say, if I can put Marco somewhere that he can't reach. Man, all I need is to ricochet that guy. You know what? I need Marco up here. Let's, you know what? Let's move Marco up here. She can put him nearby. She can't quite get him close enough, huh? And he already would have moved. Can she take a shot from there? Oh, that's weird. So that lines up with the back row. That does not line up with that. That's kind of weird and a little hard to see with the perspective there. So I guess if this were an invisible bridge, it goes all the way across that way. Okay. At least that makes more sense than what this mess was, saying this is a different level here when it really isn't. This is a 1-1-1, and it wouldn't shoot at the guy. Well, Aerie might be able to make herself productive this way, perhaps. Not really. Hit here, and then, yeah, nope. A little caught on this one. What do I want to do here? Oh, she can move him out of harm's way. Oh, do something stupid like that. Yeah, get away from cover here, clown. Let's perhaps do that. Yeah, you're not in cover anymore now, are you? Except that sets me up for getting hit by him. Boink, boink. Yeah, I can get him though. Okay. I can't do it this way because he's in the way. Oh, I can rush through and still get to him? So you can go through something, no less. Oh, you don't have to just pass by. Man, I gotta learn how to use some of these. That's why I've been wanting to play this game. No matter how much time I spent on it the first time, I'm still learning stuff. Alright, Marco's not doing anything this turn. Alright, Area, let's just do the grenade thing, I suppose. Let's do that, and we'll do some damage to him. Or both of them, it looks like. Pow! Oh, and she's still in his line of sight. Okay, well, let's come over here. Make the green guy come back this way. Alright, so she can still move. Put her in cover. Marco, yeah, nothing to do. Well, let's save the adrenaline. It's got 16, yeah, and he maxed it out at 20, I believe. Don't run. Yeah, stand next to that barrel for me. Man, that's a golden opportunity. Alright, there's a good airstrike chance right there. If Marco can get close enough. Probably not, but... Ooh, what? Oh, he can take the sewer and come all the way out right in front of him. That's fantastic. Oh my goodness, look at this. He could actually... I could either drop it on the sniper that's the designated, take out the shield guy and the red, or I can take out the designated and the two scrubs with the barrel. No, I can only get two over on this method. So the sewer's all interconnected. I could come all the way out behind him. Look at that. I didn't realize... So I wasn't sure if all the sewer's connected, like, or if it's just like in pairs. Now that I'm seeing that, I can hop all the way back here. Torch these guys. That would totally change everything. The problem is I just got to drop it from the middle here and make sure I hit this guy to hit those. So if I bring him to here, make sure he's out of range of this guy, which he would be, but then this guy would want to come in. Alright, so Marco, you come over here. The other guys would be like, I ran all the way over there for nothing. Alright, Theo would then have to help out maybe with this guy. If she came to here, can she shoot him? Doesn't look like it. So this, again, going by accuracy, this is that's a 1, that's a 2. He is on a 2, so she would have to stand up there. And the question is which spot. So if she were to go here, can she shoot him? No, wrong positioning. So how about here? She could hit him and kill him, so we could have him done this turn. And then Aerie. Man, if she could sword dash, that's just not gonna get. Oh, nope, not gonna be enough. She could throw a grenade over. Maybe. He's done, but he's not. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's too. She'd have to do it from back here. Even if I did this, he's still not going to get covered. I'll take him out. Need a double hit there. That's not going to cover it. She could come out right next to him. Is that any more adrenaline, though? No, I need more adrenaline somehow. Well, this would put her in cover. Still need one more. Well, I guess wing it. She can take a hit, but let's hoping for some other option here. Okay. Alright, well, I guess let's make sure Marco's goes off without a hitch here. Takes care of all them. Bye-bye. Your shield counts for nothing. So this should be 2 out of range to give Aerie anything in that regard, but he's going to end up using the ammo, I guess, to... You know, I could make it go one more turn. Nah, let's see. Can't see any advantage. I mean, if I get an ammo drop, I get an ammo drop. Alright, so that just leaves Aerie here. So she'll have to do this the manual way. More physical ammo. Oh no! Now she can't. I didn't take that into account. Now I can't hit him because I was in the wrong spot. Crap. Okay, well. I guess everybody's coming back for her. The best laid plans count for naught. Bonk. Oh well. Let's go on extra innings anyway. So not taking damage from him. If he does 4, then she'll be okay on the other side too. Alright. Actually, if anything, sweet will blow. Oh, never mind. How do you get through that? That must bypass cover. No cover. Yeah, imagine that. I'm gonna burn all you guys. So if I can go over to here. Let's see if this works. So she'd end on him. That wouldn't work. Let's try. Going to here. So she could damage him. And he'd be done. Or I could do this. Throw it back at myself. The barrel, yes, that looks like a brilliant strategy. Okay, what about... if I were to go here... Hit him. Then which way to go? Hit him. Okay, so the first guy would be already done. It wouldn't matter too much. Let me put Marco in synchronized position here. And, well, what can Fio do from here? Can she make it? Doesn't look like it, but... Nah, they're a wee bit out of range. That's okay. We're almost done. I tried to get them all. Or at least the 3 over here. Alright, so hit there and hit there. So I guess technically he'd have 1 point left. Pew.
Victory!
Yeah. There we go. See what kind of goodies we get, and then we'll take on Morden next time. Alright, it's not too bad getting into level 4 before fighting him. Wow, how many enemies we were dealing with. So if you got 9 frags, 1 sync, 5 and 2, 5 and 4, so surprisingly, well, let's say normally Aerie might be the frag leader, but clearly Marco had more. She just had less syncs because she mostly kills them. Alright. What's next? Alright, so we can slow stuff down. Now, actually getting the damage out of the rocket launcher wouldn't be too bad. More ammo, maybe. Impressive. Oh, that's right, her scavenger does... No, I keep forgetting the scavenger on her rifle. Frag for 2 HP. So impressive gives you adrenaline, this gives you health. Okay, what's going to be the most advantageous here? Damage and slow them down. Extra ammo, and what does all in do? If there's movement available, plus 3 damage. Man, that's kind of big. So you'd have to not move. Man, I might actually be inclined to go for that one. Yeah. It's hard not to. I mean, just slowing him down in 1 damage. Like, yeah, so here's the thing. This is a bronze one. This is a silver one. Yeah, let's go for that. Because, I mean, if she's already got a modifier, she doesn't have a modifier on this. Oh, we get more than 1? Okay. Max ammo 4, bring the grenade launcher up to 14. That'd be crazy. There's the same one. Oh, so basically, they're only giving this as another option. And bypass cover at this point. Well, we're going to be fighting Mordens. I guess it depends on whether we're dealing with the cover with all those enemies and stuff. I don't know about the adrenaline. Why not? We're just going to full tilt. Infinite grenade launcher. That's kind of bonkers.
Great.
Okay, so we're only going to get a little bit of an upgrade chance here. So this one... So it's already at the +1 hit, so what's this changing to? I mean, I think it's just beefing up the range. So basically, if he gets shanked like he has been in the past, and then once it gets removed, he gets damaged, that's a little bit more micromanagement intensive for me. Man, motivation here. So 2 adrenaline. How's motivation work? Oh, that's just telling you that. So basically you get to use this. It'll refund you the next action. So unless you get a free action here, you're going to use this and be stuck, I think, until the next turn. Unless you're giving this to somebody else. So maybe... Man, who would you give this to? It's like if you're using a teammate... it's going to refund the cost, but it's not like you're gaining a bonus action. So yeah, it almost seems like you'd be more likely to give that to a teammate instead. Now this one's not... Oh, the interesting, the higher level doesn't use ammo and provisions. What's this? Oh, provisions, and again, description down below. Huh, not sure what to go with here. I mean, maybe for adrenaline's sake, maybe this, because this is not doing anything for us other than increasing the range. I don't know if the range, I don't really care about the range all that much, so let's go with this. We'll see if it does anything for us. Smoke bomb, don't remember using that. Reduces damage dealt by 2. And again, the decoy. Where's my grenade jumping at? So by her moving around, she gets more dodge. There's not going to be a whole lot of elevation fighting the boss. Man, this is a terrible batch. I mean, and the fact it gets 5 damage is about it. I mean, you know what? Ooh, this is passive? If she's next to something... Oh, you know what? Okay, this is suddenly a little bit different now. Because if she's standing next to something, it'll apply weak to them, and their damage is reduced. So basically, if you can be stuck in the middle but on cover, you're really not going to take a whole lot. And some of these are, you know, damage-dealing enemies, so I think that might be more helpful, because we're not going to have a lot of elevation. I don't know how effective this is going to be with all the tiles getting blown up against the boss. We'll try it. So this does not reduce the cost at all, but, man, 4 adrenaline doubles it up. 5 HP of damage just because. First special action he turns does not consume an action if it doesn't deal damage. Wow. So if I use either flashback or the move, flashback and the move or the heal, I can do it again. Now, what I do remember, she has a challenge to use the move twice in a turn, so I'm trying to think if I go flashback, gain an action and an action, I could do a move possibly twice and maybe get that challenge knocked out. Because I kind of felt like it was a cheat the first time I got it, because basically I did a reset of the turn, and because I'd already done it once that turn, it technically counted it, but I wanted to kind of do it with a legit method, so... Even though this 4 adrenaline would be helpful, I think this might be a stronger move for her. Because you can technically do an extra action in a way. We'll try it, because I don't remember using this one before.
Enemy sighted.
Smash, smash. Rock'em sock'em robot. Don't you see? You've already lost. Okay, dude. Okay, so... I probably should have gone back before this, but we'll see. There's the laugh.
Get ready.
Okay, so let's see if it'll let me go back. Oh, is it not going to let me go back to the menu now? Oh no, I should have gone back before. Oh, I don't want to be committed to this. Maybe I have to do it after I place. Let's find out. I want area there. Maybe committed.
Mission.
It's not.
Start.
Cold Stealth says, I keep all my giant robots in lava also. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, now can I go main menu? Okay. Well, there's the tease for next time. If it lets me do that properly, then. Let's see if that works.
Slug. Tactics.
We'll test its ability to save, considering we know there's some glitchiness involved here. Okay, it preserved that. Fantastic. At least. Okay, there we go. Had me a little nervous there.
Metal Slug. Tactics.
Yeah, because that boss alone is a stretch, you know. It's going to be fighting him the first wave, and then he starts stomping around for the second wave, and then once we get to the higher difficulty, it's on Recruit. I'm trying to think. Only found out after the fact that there was a third, or an airdrop phase. I'm trying to think if there was 2 editions or just the one. Now I don't remember. Because, yeah, at least 2 phases, I think, to start with. But anyway, okay. Feeling better about it. At least didn't have the blowout that we had against the sub-boss on the first episode. So, yeah, we'll dive right into taking Morden on next time. Cycle around. At least by next time, we'll start to get into the base, get the challenges going, and keep progressing from there. So, appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. We'll be back possibly Thursday. Call the stealth. We got to coordinate, see if things are still on for Cooperative Laboratory. Because otherwise, that's my only pitch for the end of the show. So for anybody that isn't already, hit the follows and subscribes. And we'll be back hopefully Thursday. If not, we'll resume next week. So have a fantastic one. Okay. So I got confirmation. Call stealth is good for Thursday. So we'll work on times, but probably likely around the usual time for episodes in the evening. So that's what I'm saying. If you're already following, you know when we're on, and we'll be good to go. So have a fantastic one. See everybody soon.